since we're talking about the big three rapper, Drake, of course, has always been at the top. You know what I mean? Just eating, cooking, making hit after hit. Not well. I think God's Plan is Diamond. Um,
Yeah, it is.
Big record after big record. But of course, when you're at the top, just like when Wayne was at the top, when 50 was at the top, when Jay was at the top, it feels like half of the industry will wake up every morning and pray on the man's downfall. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was actually watching an academic stream highlight. And
Hmm.
apparently, according to academics, because academics actually does talk to Drake and has some, connect with Drake's team. But academics was basically saying Drake's team has kind of acknowledged that Drake is in a tough position and he's not where he used to be anymore. And in
Right
their
now.
yeah, and in their brain
Hmm.
they even theorize that it might be the down point for his career now. Of course, Drake ain't gonna go out quick. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
Hmm.
years and years and years. But they're saying that
Hmm.
Drake might have climaxed. You know what I mean? How would you feel about that?
Well, okay, like 100% views was definitely his like climax, like highest point, like million first week, like every song sold crazy,
So
like
you don't
right.
think he'll have another views esque commercial success like that?
I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna do a million first week again. Like,
Okay.
right? But the thing with it is, like, bro, every year when Drake
Oh
drops,
yeah.
is this Drake's last chance? Is this gonna be his fall off? Like every single year since nothing was the same. Every album, every mixtape, they say the same bullshit,
Mhm.
right? And obviously, like everyone falls eventually. But I don't think I still think Drake will have the best first week this year, especially if he's gonna do a bundle with Nike. There's no
Oh
way
yeah.
he's falling. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
like worst case scenario, like not worst case, but his end all scenario is gonna be like he's gonna be like Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
right? Where whenever he drops, he's gonna sell 700, 800 first week, 600, 700, 800 first week, right? And he's not gonna be the biggest artist
Wait,
really.
you
Like
think you
people aren't
think
really
he's
gonna.
gonna be still moving 700, 800?
I mean, bro, I think so. Like, not maybe. Okay, maybe 700, 800 to reach, but
Yeah,
five,
I'm
six hundred,
yeah, I'm
definitely.
saying yeah, around five.
Five, 600, 5, 600. I think he could do.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with like, because this album is supposedly going to be bundled with Nike bundles, right? And I don't want to see nobody complaining about that because your favorite artist bundles too. And if you're
Exactly.
gonna say, "Oh, it's not Nike," well, bitch, your favorite artist isn't big enough to work with
Look
Nike.
at
Like straight
Nav.
up.
Look at
Like
Nav.
yeah, like everyone bundles, bro. Like V-Lo, like they bundle with big brands to Chinatown Market. Like just because Drake's getting Nike, just because your favorite rapper isn't big enough, that's not his fault. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And if he gets that Nike bundle, it's gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah. He'll probably be because you know how he's been sending out that certified lover boy merch.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's the stuff he's gonna try and sell.
yeah, yeah. It probably will be.
Mm.
And if that happens, bro,
Well, if that happens, we need to get bigger because Drake needs to start sending us
yeah,
some of this stuff.
yeah, for real, bro. Fabulous got a pack, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm seeing random IG models and stuff getting them. I'm like,
Yeah, but no, we'll see. I mean, I still think the album will do big numbers. I don't think Drake is like reign is over, but when it is over, like I feel like everyone that did hate on it while it happened will
oh
look back
yeah,
and be like, "Wow, I really
Drake
lived
was
through
so
that."
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I feel blessed to see you know, Drake's
yeah.
rise.
Yeah.
And I'm one of these kids. I came from the early days when it was like, oh, you listen to
Mm.
Drake? Like,
Yeah,
ooh.
yeah. When they were making the Degrassi memes, this, that, and the third. Yeah.
Yeah. And and my take on it is this is that yeah, I agree Drake has climax because according to the academic conversation, apparently, they
Mm.
went number 1 with Tootsie Slide, but even
Mm.
Drake's team felt that was kind of a desperate attempt that they had to kind of go for that to get a number
Mm.
1, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And then even though yes, the demo tapes did not flop, it had a fair amount of sales. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
had
it sold like close to 900K so far, right?
oh,
And
so it's almost platinum.
it's almost platinum, and you guys got to remember that was a 14 tape mixtape, and 8 out of those 14 songs were either leaked or released on SoundCloud before the mixtape came out.
And then not to
So there,
mention there were throwaways.
yeah, they're all throwaways, and the other 6 songs that were quote unquote original, there were snippets already floating around of them.
Exactly.
So the whole tape was already on the internet before it came out.
Mm-hmm. And
Right, so
then
keep that in mind.
exactly, but according to academics, they thought, okay, yes, yes, it's not a real album, but they thought at least something from the tape would pop a little bit. and they didn't get to see that.
Mm. Yeah.
And then, of course, I think we've seen the weird features that Drake's done, and they just haven't performed well, starting with maybe Gold Roses. Now, the thing with Gold Roses is Gold Roses was an amazing song, but that song was not built for radio at all.
Yeah. But I mean, Life is Good still fucking went 6 times platinum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Future's album has sold 900,000 units, and 600,000 of those units are from Life is Good.
Whoa.
Right? Because a 6 times platinum song counts as 600K units.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, I mean, he got that. Granted, that only peaked at number 2, but I still think that's very insane, right?
Yeah.
Pop Star, kinda. It peaked high.
I thought those DJ Khaled songs were an L.
But they just dropped a video for Pop Star and it's doing really well, so I don't know, it might have a resurgence. Khaled's kind of wild for that. Like, you don't drop 2 singles and try to promote them both. That will never work.
Yeah, that was like, terrible. He should have saved one for the album.
Yeah, or Deadass just drop it a few months later. You know what I mean? Like, you can't push 2 singles at the same time. I don't care who you are. You can't push 2 singles at the same time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Even when Drake
dropping them exact same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even when Drake drops the 2, he makes it very clear. One is supposed to be the radio, and one is supposed to be the other thing.
Exactly. So, I mean, Laugh Now, Cry Later is doing great. Like, it peaked at number 2. I mean, even though it peaked at number 2, it only did that because WAP is such a crazy hit. You know, like, as far as the way Billboard singles work, it's based on points. A number 1 single usually has like 350 points, right? Drake's Laugh Now Cry Later had like over 550 points, right? And it's just crazy because WAP had even more than that. You know what I mean? So it's 2 super successful singles at the same time. That's all it is. You know what I mean? It's the unlucky situation, but I still think Laugh Now Cry Later is doing amazing. Right? So, yeah.
It's just like, and to an extent, it's like you also got to gauge something you have to look at it for what it is. More Life, yes. More Life didn't do crazy sales, but Drake did everything, even before at least to try to explain to you that this is not an album, it's a playlist.
It's a mixtape,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. Whatever he wants to call it, yeah.
Yeah, but then, okay, even for Scorpion, I think Scorpion did what, 750?
732, yeah.
732, not bad, but I think even Scorpion, I felt like the idea from that, and, the idea from that was, I'm just going to put a heap out of songs. Hopefully, maybe like 5 pop in the club. You know what I mean?
And they did, to be honest. Yeah. Like, he got the hits. I mean, thing went diamond, right? God's Plan went diamond.
Exactly. And Drake, even in his little, I think it was like the Rap Radar interview, the one he uploaded on his YouTube channel around December. He even said, I'm pretty sure he even said, like, you can't forget Scorpion because of all the undeniable records that were on it.
Yeah, exactly. In My Feelings was huge. Like, the whole album was pretty big, man.
What, nonstop?
Yeah, there was another one, Nice for What? Like, It was crazy, bro. Yeah.
It had a lot of hits.
But yeah, everyone's gonna pray for Drake's downfall, but I don't think it's gonna happen with this album, at least.
And here's the thing, in terms of the whole Kendrick Cole versus Drake thing and all of that, obviously Kendrick and Cole, amazing MCs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the reason that I place Drake above them is the fact that Drake does what he does just so much. Non-stop Drake, always in your ear for 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And people try to undervalue, like, appealing to the general public. But, like, no. It's a lot more impressive to appeal to the general public than hip-hop Twitter. So.
Exactly. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? If it was so easy to appeal to the general public, you don't think Denzel Curry would be moving 300, 400K?
Yeah, exactly. Because what did Kendrick say? If y'all really cared about real rap, Killer Mike would be platinum.
Exactly. Yeah, that was the exact quote, I'm pretty sure.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. It's like, for example, Cole. I don't think Cole. I think we could both agree. I think as of 2019, I think Ross had more Hot 100 entries than J. Cole.
Yeah, Cole doesn't really have like Hot 100 entries. Like, he goes platinum every album though.
Yeah.
Not really. I don't think Cole's ever really been a single artist, has he?
No.
Maybe Born Sinner era, but I don't know.
But I just feel like that just kind of puts things into perspective. It's like, I respect what Cole does. Cole is very talented, but the skill to where Drake can constantly just shove himself in your ear. And it's good if you want to hear what he puts out for 10 years so far. And keep in mind, there's still going to be a couple more years of Drake run. You know what I mean? It's like Kendrick is an amazing artist, but Kendrick does not drop as much as Drake does.
Yeah, exactly. exactly. And another thing too with Drake, which is crazy, is his It's like LeBron. Like the standards are so high.
I
You know,
know,
like if
right?
the song doesn't go #1, it's a flop. If it's Drake, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? If like you know what I mean? Like Drake only has like maybe 10 #1s his whole career. Not even 10. Like Sicko Mode, Work with Rihanna, like God's Plan. Like he doesn't have
Think
that
about
many
it.
number
Best
ones.
best I ever had was a 2, and that was
Yeah,
probably
best I ever had was a
you could
2.
argue that's Drake's
For
most iconic
Forever
song.
was a 5.
Exactly.
You
And
know
think
what I
about
mean?
look the lineup. It even had Eminem.
Yeah,
So
like
Drake
number
has
one
7,
isn't that easy. Like I don't know why people expect this guy to go #1 every single drop. You know, that's
especially when you
not
have
like
to especially when you have to compete with the payola pop artists.
yeah, yeah. But like, just I don't think it's like reasonable to expect any artist to go #1 every single time because Drake has never went #1 every single time. Even nonstop went #2.
So
You
yeah,
know?
exactly. Drake has 7 #1 hits with God's
Yeah,
Plan, of course, Work,
yeah,
One Dance.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm scrolling down right now, see if I can find the other number
What's
ones.
my name? Probably.
Nice for what?
Yeah.
Um, uh, man, I'm
Even
scrolling.
Hotline Bling, I think only
Oh
went
yeah,
#2.
yeah.
Hotline only went #2. Like, and you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't. It's out of a career of maybe like 60 plus singles, maybe 70 plus singles. He only has like 7 #1s, and you guys expect him to go #1 every single time? Like, that's unrealistic as fuck.